people have no sense, but hey, it's finished. War. Oh, I like that. Looking good, looking good. Nicely rested, though. Nicely rested. It's funny how some of you weirdos like to jump to conclusions. Oh, get alive. Why don't you? I said what I said and I stand the fuck on it. And what about it? You ain't gonna do shit. All you're gonna do is continue to do your weak ass spell work. Can't touch this. People never learn, do they? They never learn. They never learn. This is literally like a lawless state. Where people feel they can do whatever to whoever with no consequences. I beg to differ. But anyway. Ashe. Oh, collective. Ooh. The Chariot with the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, Abundance. Ooh. Stop it. Can anyone remember this weird song? 369, the goose jump wine, the monkey see the back on the sweet Caroline, the line broke, the monkey got choked on your went to heaven and the little rope broke. Clap, clap. Look at this, 369. 3, 6, and 9. I don't know why that's relevant, but it may be for somebody. It may be a message for somebody. That's weird. I don't know why that sprung to mind. 3, 6, 9. Some of you may be going back into your childhood energy, maybe, or remembering what fun things you used to do in your childhood energy. For all of you, it may not have been fun, but regardless of the situation, you will still try and access the best part of it, if that makes any sense. We all know a lot of ours is like filled with trauma and so forth and so forth, but it is what it is. We don't dwell on it, and it's not an excuse to live in trash, my darlings. Not an excuse to live in trash. Just saying. But yeah, it's because you're literally like experimenting in your childhood energy. The same thing I was saying yesterday about it doesn't matter what the age. You can all have a young energy or a young spirit. It just depends on how you conduct yourself. And I'm talking in the sense of creativity. I'm not talking in the sense of like some people, um, I don't know, would be in their mid 50s thinking it's okay to be with like a 19-year-old. No, we're not saying that. We ain't doing that over here. Because that is just predatory. It is. I mean, that's like me saying, oh, because I'm getting compliments when someone in their 20s, I'm gonna pursue it. No. No. But there are people out there like that are actually like that. Some of them are even in your family. Some of them are your family members. Yes. They're like them young before they've grown, which is disgusting when you think about it. So yeah. Luck and determination. Some of you are very lucky. I think you know this anyway, because when you think about the amount of people that try to take you out, the amount of times they try to destroy you, sabotage you, get people to go against you. Actually, scratch that. Pay people to go against you. And you're still here. So you still being here is testimony to your journey and your destiny, which a lot of people are trying to fight for, which makes no sense. You should be more focused on fighting for your own destiny. Unless you forfeited it, of course. But even still, it's your own fault. It's your own fault. So 369. Is that now you can revel in the glory of your victory? Is he like you get that, what's that Spartan movie when he says, "Are you not entertained? Victory is ours." Yeah, victory is ours. It always will be. Do you understand? These people cannot stop you from accessing your own abundance. Make it make sense. It's always the people that don't have it that think they can sneak and steal it from other people. Why? Because you squandered your own. Because you cursed your own. You want to take from other people? No, but we ain't doing that over here. We ain't doing that over here. And the fact that it's taken how many people to come against one should tell you something. And we're still going. Luck's on our side. Thank you. Clock that tea, bitches. Clock that tea. We ain't doing shit over here. Funny though, the fact that they cannot sway with determination. The fact that you've shown responsibility, honor, grace, dignity, class, drive. These are all the qualities that these people pretend to have. Do you know what? It's just a whole bunch of actors out here. You understand? A whole bunch of actors. Look at that. 10 and 5. Ooh, what's 5 and 5? 10. Do you know what? It's funny because some of you are finding harmony not being around certain individuals. I'm being honest with you. It's literally like these people, what it really was, Collective, was a dark cloud. That's what they read. It was just a dark cloud. And that's why they're big mad. Once you see through these people, it's a wrap, innit? There's nothing they can say that they can do to change the fact of who they are. That's why they're mad. You're very, let me just say, you're very mindful of where you pour your cups. I notice people love to want to drag you into their negativity. We ain't got time for it. But I will tell you about yourself and feel the way about it. Let me make that very clear. I have no problem with that. You understand? Especially when people like to try and twist words. Don't do that, boo-boo, because you're just going to embarrass yourself. And I will embarrass you too. No problem. they're mad. To these people, it's like where you may have unknowingly gave away your luck, which these people were siphoning anyway. So, but the minute you chose to keep pushing forward, whether it be you walked away from people or people just ghosted you. Do you understand? We don't chase ever. These are people that are chasing validation from people that don't give a damn about them. Some of them's realizing that now. Yeah, you're embarrassed, I know. The same people you gave your blood, sweat, and do you know what? It's literally like the same people that cheered you on to do the bullshit you were doing to others, yeah. Now it's your time to go for your Job season. And you're looking out to these people to get some type of support, care, attention. No. It's like literally like they're looking at you as some type of gesture. They don't care. Yeah, it's a shock, innit? I know. But it is what it is. Plain and simple, it is what it is. And the fact that we've called back all our energy, yeah, not so much, huh? Not so much. But everybody has a choice, innit? It's funny how people like to act as though the choice wasn't theirs or they didn't have the free will to decline. They fell for the okie doke that these individuals had their back. That's the biggest lie in the book. Do you understand? Because I guarantee you when the shit hit the fan, you was the first person they would throw under the bus. Do you understand? Or the minute you got caught up in some type of entanglement, all of a sudden, they don't know you. Do you understand? It's like it got hot for some people. And you obviously found out in the worst way possible that you was just a pawn in these people's arsenal. And it's funny because the same way how you was ruthless, cold, heartless, cutthroat, wicked, you're getting the same actions from these people. Yeah. So many people feel like you're at a loss, innit? You didn't see this coming. You didn't see that I didn't see this coming. Or you never expected these people to just discard you the way they did. Just like you was paid to be fake, they was being fake with you. The only difference is you didn't know it. But for some of you, though, you may have been warned and you may have chosen not to listen for whatever reason, but it is what it is. That's on you. You got caught up in the hype of things. You got caught up in the fantasy that you could have something that belonged to someone else. Do you understand? That doesn't make any sense. What made you believe that was viable? Oh, because of the crooked, corrupted people he was working with. Now, did you really believe they was gonna stand behind you? I don't think so. I don't think so. These are the same kind of individuals that want to be not kept in the dark, but they want to remain hidden. Do you understand? So that's why they pay these little weirdos. Family members, friends, work colleagues, even strangers. And that's funny because I don't know if it is certified or not, but I watched something where this man was saying, yeah, that I know he said he was a paid gang stalker. Yeah, he said he was a paid gang stalker. Yeah, and he said, you don't speak to no one. He just said you have to just keep, say for instance, you go into like a particular shop, wherever the target goes, and you just basically got to just keep walking around the shop like you're selecting things to purchase, but not purchasing anything. Do you understand? And you literally do that on like a daily basis. That's just mad. But yeah, there was this man blatantly saying like what he was being paid to do, and then he said when you go up a bit, you may get like a bigger part, but still there's no interaction. You're just there to just watch and take notes. Do you understand? And then pass back any information that you picked, that you jot down, I suppose. Just weird things. That's just weird. Weird. But anyway, each to their own. So luck's on your side. Things are going. The funny thing is, luck in a sense does mean that kind of you get what you need, not really what you want, if that makes any sense. And then that's hard for some people to comprehend, but that's just how shit is, isn't it? It just depends on how you look at it, if that makes any sense. But the change is here now for you to receive fulfillment, which people didn't want you to exist in. Which is funny. I just think it's funny, actually. Just like the 369. I don't know why I thought about that nursery rhyme. Yeah. Maybe I should look at it after I come off. Because that's kind of like an indoctrination. We all know like everything you was taught, everything you was made to believe was always a lie anyway. It was some type of misfortune. Shit. Yeah, somebody wanted you to go through some type of misfortune. That's you guys. Yeah, so fulfillment is here for you, collective. You're on your way, basically. It's literally like, I don't know. It's like now is a pivotal time because you have the right backing, you have the right people around you, and you have the right people listening, basically. So that's a good thing. You have the right people listening. These are changes that people never wanted you to experience, which is why they did the things they did. Yeah. Collective. Oh, shit. Let me just say this. There's some people that may have surprised you, for instance. There's some people that are trying to jump on your bandwagon. I'm literally seeing like a boat sailing off, yeah? And then there's people running out at the end of the pier trying to jump off to catch a boat. Even some people trying to hold on to your boat. No. There's some people you cannot take with you. Do you understand? And this is why. Because these people have been your biggest adversaries. These people have been your hidden persecutors. Some of them are even your own offspring, I have to be honest. It is what it is. There's no one that the devil won't use. Do you understand? And it's clear to see just from how they behave. If that makes any sense. I mean, I've observed a lot, so there's a lot I could speak on. But I mean in the sense of how they all play the same act. Like this damsel in distress. You could kind of say it's like they're playing both sides. But yet, though, at the same time, they're not willing to speak up for what's right. Make it make sense. You know, so if that's the case, stay over there. Do you understand? But there's no, they can't come on this voyage with you. And that's fine. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. And they think that by getting angry and acting as though, trying to deflect and acting as though you've done something wrong, no, bitch. Your actions speak for itself. How about that? And that's what they can't take. They can't take the fact of their cover's been blown. They're being seen for exactly who they are. Some of you seen it in the dream. You just weren't sure what the dream was trying to foretell. Now things have like come full circle. You can go back in your mind's eye and be like, okay, so that's what that dream was about. It was warning you about certain individuals that you may have been unaware of. Do you understand? Even those carrying the title of your own child, it is what it is. I ain't sugarcoating none. So yeah, but he just wasn't sure about the dream. But now it's been confirmed. Look how things have played out. Yeah. I don't blame you, collective. You're somebody that's pulled back your care and energy. Of course you care, but you care more for yourself. It's literally like you got to make yourself the priority, because otherwise, if you don't, regardless of the title these people hold or what position they feel they hold in your life, you don't ramp to just turn your back and walk away. And these are the kind of people that like to, how can I say, string you along. It's like they'll be okay for a little bit of time, and all of a sudden they start to go distant. Do you know when they're doing that? That's when they're conversating with the enemy, basically. So these are people that like to leak little bits of information, but yet they'll act as though, oh, I'm being neutral. No, you're not. You're a traitor, plain and simple. See me? I just put people on blast. I've got time to sugarcoat things some more. We're not at that stage where we're gonna like tiptoe around things. No. I'm just gonna lay it out as it is. So it is what it is. Because of the qualities you hold, your determination, your wit, your bounce back. Yeah, they don't like that. I think that's the thing where that kind of makes them jealous. And I'll be honest with you, these people know what they're doing, yeah, because you see when they what it is, yeah, the system is designed, yeah, to deliberately keep you in a loop of consistent problems, issues, things arising. They do that strategically because they can see the impact that it has on you, the stress that it causes you. When you just let things go and just let things flow naturally and just don't listen, anything that comes your way, don't dwell on it. Do you know what I mean? This is why a lot of people end up on antidepressants. I know because I was one of those people. Do you know what I mean? Because I thought I needed it because the doctor said, oh, this will help you go through the day. No, you're just giving them the key to keeping yourself self-imprisoned. That's all that is. That's all that is. And it's funny how I thought I needed this medication. I didn't. Do you understand? I've done better not taking them than I did when I was taking them. Because when you take them, do you know what it does? It makes you stupid. Because then you're looking at people that was taking the same medication as you. It's literally like you're watching another version or an old version of yourself. Do you understand that you're not no more? Does that make any sense? And what's in these medications, what I do know is, how can I say, it blocks all your receptors. It kind of like this makes you stupid. I can't really describe it in no other way than that. It does. It makes you stupid. It's like you'll believe anything, and then when you find out the truth and you get stung, of course it hurts. But then a few weeks later, you do the same thing again. It's like a vicious cycle. You understand? This is why a lot of people don't end up making it. So they get to a point where they've had enough. You understand? And that's what they want, especially from this medication. You get to a point where you've had enough, or you tell yourself that you've had enough. And instead of, I don't know, reaching out for guidance or advice, in a weird way, it's like you're telling yourself this is the best course of action, and it's not. What you need to do is look for the creator. That's what you need to do. Call on the creator. Do you understand? They don't like how you're savvy. They hate that. And some of these people are mad because they know they fucked up. They can't come with you. And the worst thing is they know that you know. They know that you know. Look at that. I got to get this because I know this is another message. Excuse me, 555. That's the angel number, by the way, 555. So it's 555 369. 555 369. Yeah, these people want you absent-minded. Is that they wanted you to, or they was trying to change your focus? And there's plenty of examples of that. Even people that like to, that want to engage in some type of back and forth, meaningless back and forth. So yeah, I say F these people. They ain't doing shit for you. Yeah, I told you. Told ya. These people are just demonically possessed. They're all demonically possessed. And I'll tell you why I say that. How can I say? Just like they got these people that say that they're a man in a woman's body. If that really is the case, get the surgery. Get your parts exchanged. But to me, that's just confusion. Do you understand? It's confusion and demonic possession. If you cannot look at the blessings in being who God created you or the creator created you to be, but you want to decide that, oh, he's wrong, how? He's all seeing and all knowing, so how? The only person who creates confusion is this person. This is why I say that you people are demonically possessed. Do you understand? You're demonically possessed. Yeah, it's okay to like, because even for me, like, when I was born a female, I was very tomboyish. I didn't want to be a boy. I just liked boy things like football, basketball. Do you know what I mean? Fishing. I wore more tracksuits than I did skirts and things like that. I wasn't really into makeup. I just didn't like it. This wasn't me. Or you could just say I just preferred to just be natural. You understand? I was secure in who I was. Do you understand? But people's perception would automatically think, oh, she wants to be a man. No. For a lot of us, it's even our childhood that's kind of like molded us like that. Do you understand? Spiritual enlightenment, emotionally balanced. Yeah, they don't want to be balanced. They hate you being balanced. When you know who you are, they don't like that. They will try and like throw daggers at you to make you believe something that you're not. And all that is projection. Remember, Satan is the author of confusion. Not Nashoi, not the creator. Things like this. I see we got quite a few videos in here today. Yeah. You're not anxious. You're not stressed. You're just sending it like it is, speaking your mind. These people wanted you in your head because they knew what they was doing, and they knew you too. Like they knew you knew what they was doing too. Until you started to call it out, that's why their karma's taking place. Because you've reserved enough now. Now you're calling shit out. You're putting people on blast, so to speak. Rightly so. I would too. Put them on blast, yes. 4 of Wands. These are people that didn't want you to celebrate. But guess what? You celebrate yourself. I celebrate myself. And at the same time, I know who I am and I know who I'm not. And that ain't never going to change. Yeah. Oh, look at that. So, we got 3 of Swords, Cups, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords to the Fool. You stand on who you are, don't you? You know, when you're very assertive and you articulate yourself very well, people always want to combat you. Have you noticed? You know, anything's possible. These are people that it's literally like, say for instance, if you got a vision and you share your vision, these are the same people that will try and knock you down because they don't see the vision. They can only see past their own perception, or they cannot see past their own perception, which is kind of weak. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of weak. But for you, the possibilities are endless. Do you know where you're going to? Yeah, we know where we're going. And we know who ain't coming. Sorry. And for some of you, yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow, but guess what? It's for the best. Because when you think about it, these people that mean you no good. It's literally like nobody wants to see you doing better than them. And now it's provable because now what I see is if all you got is someone else's past, that's not their reality, that's not their present. If that's what you got as ammunition, you're weak. Do you understand? But you can see people's path that they're going down. You can see where that's going to lead them. But then they still choose not to listen. So let them go. It is what it is. Let them go. That's what I think. Especially when you warn them of the dangers of whatever path they're taking and they choose. They think they know better. Let them go. Let them go. There's a lot of people that's probably sat there and I can hear it. I know what they're saying. Oh, I should have listened. And there's also people that know that they've done wrong. You understand? And because you may not have spoken out about it, they feel like it's all under the carpet. Oh, no. That bomb is coming. I promise you. It's already here, in fact. Look at that. 247. Yeah, you made the right decision. You make good decisions. This is why you're able to celebrate. And when you make these decisions, it's not like to say you're asking validation of anybody. You're not. You might pray on it, but yeah, you're not asking them validation. And you ain't telling people what you're doing either. That's the reason why they're pissed off. Because you always get results. For some of you, may find out that some people was actually trying to maybe steal your work, copy your work. I have to do this a minute. Yeah. I ain't got time for weirdos. I don't have time for weirdos. Are they removing the messages? It's saying like one message, and I'm like, look, there's no message there. So what? I don't know what that is, but anyway, yeah, you made the right decision. Look at that, 2, 3, and 4. Also, you could be seeing 3, 3, 3, but definitely 3, 6, 9. So look it up. Oh, that was quick. That was quick. That was quick. Ooh. Oh, so these people. Yeah, these people are being exposed because they probably pretended like, oh well, I'm this and I'm that and I'm balanced and I know where I'm going. You's a liar. Have you been exposed, or you exposed these people, or someone did their own digging and found out some type of hidden deceit, dirty dealings, lies? Excuse me, or someone else's hidden agenda being exposed, and you're mad. But you try to act as though the collective has some type of hidden agenda. We don't. You may say it like it is, but that's about all you can do. And 9 times out of 10, this is family members. Yeah, this mad because they got Benji to their wheel. Yeah. So, oh shit. Let's just say they're mad because they couldn't trap a temperance energy. Why am I not? Why does it say 9 messages and I look, there's no messages there? Is there a button I got to press or something? Because this doesn't make any sense. And yet, the minute I come off the live, all of a sudden these messages will pop up. Make it make sense. Where are these so-called messages? I don't see any. So, yeah, for some of you, they're just mad that they can't be you. Or for some, they want to be a better version of you than you. Make it make sense. Who could be a better version of ourselves than ourselves? Do you understand? The only person who will make you believe that is El Diablo. And we all know he's full of shit, so it is what it is. We all know he's full of shit. These people have no balance, they're all over the place. And you can tell because the way they live. Their house is dirty and unkept. They bounce from pillar to post, they bounce from person to person. But then you notice that collectively, they're all like that. Or they all have that shared element in common. And they're mad because you're not stuck in the middle with them. Stuck in the middle with you. Hell no. Hell no. They're just mad that you don't look at life the way they do. Even after all the shit they did. All the shit they tried to put you through. The fact that you can still smile at the end of it is pissing these people off. It angers them. This is why I just laugh, you know. Even when you get these little trolls on there trying to like goad you into some type of response on these little fake accounts. Come on, get a life, man. Nobody cares. You understand? So they like to, what's the word? They like to name call. Or they like to what's the word when you that's it, they like to label people. I don't label myself with anything. I just be exactly who I was created to be. And the funny thing is, the mad thing is especially when you've endured a shit ton of shit. Let me just say that. You don't have to go into specifics. It is what it is. Because everybody's going to be different in it. These people is like because you didn't allow your experiences to mold you. Do you understand? You still saw the silver lining. But these people folded. So now they're looking at you thinking, hold on a minute. But they're not reacting the way we're reacting. They haven't joined our team yet. We're not going to. We never will, boo-boo. Let's be very clear on that one. That's why they're mad. Because so many people have seen what you went through. So many people had a hand to play the part in you going through some of these things. And because they folded, let's just say they didn't even fold. They submitted. There's a big difference. But you know what backs you, so why would you? There's a big difference. So now it's like, how can I say? They send other people after you to deflect from themselves. But these same people, collective, tell me something. Why can I not see the messages? What's going on? It says I have 56, yeah, but then when I press on this, I don't see anything. Where's the messages? So if someone's, let me just, hold on. What did it say? You can send me. Now, this one just now, but yeah, but they said there was 56 and there was nothing there. It just says the name of people that's coming to the live. But now I put this up, then your messages come up. That's the first one that's come up. But since I've come on here, people have been saying things and I don't see anything. Because I can read. Let me be very clear. I saw that where it says your messages, you cannot read your messages. That's what I saw. But other than that, there was like 20 odd, 30 odd, and there was nothing there. One message. That's only one comment that I see. So where's the rest? Make it make sense. Where's the rest? They said it was 56. So where are they? No, I don't see the comments. No. So where are they going? Is what I want to know. Why am I not seeing them? Wait. Draw and guess, Paul, playbook. This is the thing that happens all the time. Let's also show this to. Yeah, it's not. Listen, I'm not illiterate, so I don't understand why this thing's messing around, but child, it is what it is. Yeah, so these people now have to deal with like not having any balance, being stuck. But that's their choice, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. You can't make the wrong choices and expect a good outcome. It doesn't make any sense. Do you understand? And then because someone else ain't making the bad choices like what you are, you want to get mad. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's like me saying, oh, because that whole group of people that I may know are making those bad choices, I'm going to join them too just to feel part of. Hell no. Especially if I know it's not going to end well. Why am I going to do that? You can't easily lead me down the dark path. It's not going to work. Unless I want to go down that dark path. Do you understand? I'm not just going to follow everybody else like a lamb to the slaughter. I'm not doing that. It is what it is. I ain't doing that shit. But yeah, but whatever you've done, whatever these people have done, have led to this. And you kind of brought it on yourself. I notice people like to say, oh, look what you made me do. I didn't make you do shit. Do you understand? because you still made that choice to do it. You still didn't take, before you reacted, you still didn't think, oh, let me think about it. Let me weigh up the odds. You don't. You just get an impulse and you run with it. So that's your own fault. I've been there. Oh, is that what they do? Hide the comments? Yeah. You kind of get used to it, innit? It's not that, it's that I've been gang stalked for so long. It's just literally like, oh, another day, innit? Literally just like another day. So I don't really care. It is what it is. But yeah, that's why they're mad. And the thing about it, for a lot of you, some of you may have picked up intuitively like shit wasn't right, or you might have like caught a vibe. And you spoke on it like you tried to warn people. When people don't want to listen, that's on them. Do you understand? You cannot then blame someone else who already warned you, but you chose not to listen. You're not doing that. Do you understand? You have to take responsibility for whatever actions you took. Whatever you agreed to, whatever you accepted, whatever you chose to get involved in, that's on you. That's on you. Again, no one thinks to take a step back and reflect first. No, you don't do that. Do you understand? You just hear some bullshit, or you get offered a nice little incentive and you run with it. And I'd be like, yeah, don't worry. This is all foolproof. Nothing can come back on you. Don't worry. If it does, we'll back you. Who's backing who? Where? Exactly. You was the first ones these people throw under the bus, I promise you. These are people that didn't want you to attain what's rightfully yours. Did I just see a card come out? Or am I seeing things? These are people that never wanted you to attain. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's what came out. Oh, damn. These are people, what I'm sensing, these are people that wanted you to normalize abuse and toxicity. I'll say it again. These are people that are mad that you chose to release it and walk away from these types of individuals. I mean, make it make sense. Misery loves company. Because true people that are truly in their element, in their purpose, they don't engage in certain things. I'm telling you. It's only people that are miserable that like to do things like try and throw your past at you. A past that is not the present life that you're living. That's what I find hilarious. Do you understand me? These are the same people that want to throw your past at you, but yet I can guarantee you they're hiding more skeletons in their past. Do you understand? And it is what it is. They hate when you're right. And it's not even about being right, it's about speaking up. When people don't speak up for what's right, right is right and wrong is wrong. You understand? If you just go along with everybody else just to follow a narrative, a false narrative like that, then more for you. Then don't be mad when the repercussions hit your ass. Do you understand? Because people think that if they don't speak up, then they can't be held accountable. You know, that makes you complicit, dummy. I've said that to so many people. And they say, people, oh, I just don't want to get involved. But you are, because you're engaging in it. You may not have a view, or you may not be having an input, but the fact that you're sat there listening, taking it in, that makes you complicit. Guilty by association. This is why I just stepped away from a lot of people. You understand? This is why I stepped away from a lot of people. I will see the fakeness. I will see the two-facedness. Yeah, look at that. They don't like the fact that you see the deception, you call shit out. Again, if all you've got, is someone else's past, that's not their present, you're weak. Come with something new. Do you understand? Excuse me, I could say a lot. Do you understand? And when you tell people about the little MO, how it's like a repeat cycle, a reoccurring thing for some of these people, they don't like that. But they're quick to want to throw your shortcomings in your face. But that's your past, boo-boo. That's not your present. That's not the life you live today. Live a good life. But most of these pretend to live a good life. Do you understand? Most of you people pretend to live a good life. Oh, yeah, someone doesn't like me talking. Or someone just hates the way I speak. I don't care. Someone doesn't like the way I speak. Okay. Collective. Oh, so these people are mad because they couldn't transform, or they tried to do magic to stop you from transforming, and that shit didn't work. Again, these are people that want to keep you in a past existence that doesn't exist today. So again, although we're in 2026, these people are still living in 2010. That's the best way I can describe it. They're still living in 2010. They made themselves very, very comfortable with 2010, and that's fine. But that's not where we want to be. That's not us. So we're not doing that. That's why they're mad. Because they chose not to transform. And I tell you what, it's quite sad actually. And it's quite predatory. Because for some of these people, it's literally like they find easy victims. And that's disgusting. And I call judgment on any of you. If you're preying on other vulnerable people, instead of guiding and supporting them, but you're pulling them in deeper for your own self-gratification, you're rotten. You deserve all the karma that's coming to you. You deserve all the karma that's coming to you. Yeah, see it come out again. Look at that. This is you, collective. Or this is my divine collective. This is all of us. Yeah? Collectively. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And it's funny how people that want to live in the past, that's up to you. But if that past doesn't represent today's day, you ain't got a leg to stand on. I don't care who you are. You don't have a leg to stand on. Do you understand? And the fact that just the fact that you're here is success, as far as I'm concerned. Then the rest will come. But this is what these people are doing, because they have no integrity. These people have no integrity, no morals. They don't even love themselves. They might pretend to, they don't love themselves. Because if you loved yourself, yeah, there's no way on the divine's green earth, yeah, you would allow yourself to engage in the shit you've been engaging in. Make it make sense. If you was really of a higher consciousness of thinking and being, you would not engage in the shit you've been engaging in. So don't come and say shit like, oh, well, I needed the money. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because like, everybody wants to make excuses for their dumbass choices. It doesn't matter what age you are. Especially the ones that are, how can I say, indoctrinating the youth, the younger generation, to have this mindset. You're gonna pay for it. It is what it is. It's not up to me. I don't make that judgment. Vengeance isn't mine. You understand? Because we all know what's going on. People in high places. No, wickedness in high places. Yeah. Let's just say that wickedness in high places. So the people that, and it's weird because the same people that don't want to accept or acknowledge or believe in certain things, you're gonna get hit the worst. I'm being honest. Because it's easy to stay in willful ignorance until willful ignorance shakes you up. But that's on you, collective. All the ones that choose to do that, but you choose not to do that. No, boo boo. No, boo boo. And for me, it's been hard work, collective. I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard work, but it's worth it though. I'm not gonna lie, it's worth it. Do you understand? Because now you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. Do you understand? Some people are missing your absence. Some people are missing your absence, or maybe these same people that chose to do this dumb shit, they may be expected you to chase them or want to rebuild back with them. Hell no. Thank you. This is the truth. Thank you. Don't play with me. The truth shall set you free. Again, it's just like when people come with these little false narratives and try and label you. Don't put labels on me. Just because you choose to label yourself does not give you the right to try and label someone else. Do you understand? Point blank period. Ace of Swords, realization. If you choose to be blind, what can I say? It's not my job to convince you. But to tell it like it is, yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Whereas some people will try and find like a nicer way of saying something. I ain't got time for that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be rude or like nasty like these people are. Do you understand? These people, what they do is they prey on, they have their own insecurities, man, but they prey on other people's insecurities. Do you understand? To hide their own. That's what they do. And then when you call out their insecurities, instead of just accepting it and working on it, they go into attack mode. Yeah, they go into attack mode. We don't fabricate what we see. They do. This is why they love people that have insecurities or have low self-esteem. Because to them, that's easy work. Do you know what they said? I heard someone say that's light work. How dare you? Do you understand? And then they believe that they can mold demonic individuals into who they want them to be. Make it make sense. But you can't mold yourself. Do you understand? You cannot mold yourself, but you want to mold other people. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Yeah. So when you're guided to share your history, share your story, who is anybody to judge? I know people are very judgmental. But yet, though, these are people, if you never had the same experiences or had to endure certain traumas, who are you to talk? Do you understand me? Who are you really to talk? And I really do deeply feel like a lot of it comes down to jealousy or secret animosity. And that's quite sad. Everybody wants to be you until it comes through, going through the shit you have to go through to get it. Make it make sense. Regardless of how you perceive that we made it look, this shit is not easy. They think it's a walk in the park. No, what's easy is submitting to the devil. That's what's easy. Do you understand? But then you trap yourself, so it is what it is. You ain't gonna do that over here. Yeah. Yeah, some of you maybe have to get into your like King of Cups energy. Listen, we both got both. male and female side. Sometimes you might act out of one more than the other, but the fact still remains is it's all about them being balanced. When you're using out of one more than the other and not balancing it out, that's a problem. And I see that with a lot of people, but they perceive it as something else. You can tell them what it is, but they're too stuck in their emotions. Do you understand? And that's where that shit comes into play. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And again, I said to you, innit? I said already, and the same thing I said, yeah, I actually observed, but then I realized, like, damn, these bitches are trying to pull me into this shit. Oh, no. We just done had a full moon, yeah? People are losing their shit. People are doing crazy shit. So when you come out to attack somebody and then you want to group up like vultures, you want to click up to come for one person, bitch, you a weak ass bitch. I'll tell you to your face, you're weak. But yet though, you want to hide behind the screen, hide behind the phone, hide behind the keyboard. And I'm supposed to respect that? I don't think so. I'll never respect that. Never. Whether you're mad that you're losing your shit, that's not my problem. That's yours. Yeah, exactly. Some people are missing your absence. Maybe you're the kind of person that, I don't know, that would like do your rounds and call in or check on people. Or for some of you, you would either have a dream or some type of premonition of an individual, and your instinct will tell you that something's not right. So you would go and just check on that person to make sure they're okay. You ain't doing that shit no more. That's what they're missing. That's the part of you that they're missing. But they abused it, so what do you expect? You can't keep abusing someone and expect someone to still keep being there for you. Do you understand? And then when they are there for you, the way you discard it is if they did nothing. Okay, cool. But just remember what you did. Remember what you said. Remember every word. Because that shit's going to come full circle. And it is. Now you're missing our absence. Oh, well. Oh, well. Maybe if you appreciated us the way we should have been appreciated in the first place, we'd still be there. But you chose not to. Yeah. So then I expected to see you making this progress. I think what's really killing these people is the fact that they can't take credit for it. Because we walked this path alone. We took the path less traveled. I kind of glad I did, but sometimes when I think to myself, I'm like, damn, I got to experience all of this. Yeah, it's a lot. And it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak, I'll be honest with you. But what I can say is it fortifies you. It makes you more resilient. Whereas now, those that may have taken a different route, you're crumbling. And that's unfortunate, but it's your own choice. So you've got to take responsibility for whatever choice you made, as far as I'm concerned. So these bitches and warlocks trying to campaign against us. Blah, 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 blah. We don't care. We don't see you. We don't want to know you. You don't exist. Period. Now you want to make yourself known. We know who stands behind us. So you thought like we was going to be scared. For some of you, that was used as a tactic to control you. It was like scarcity tactics, fear-mongering. These are people that maybe now they don't want to disagree with you, or maybe these are people that have always disagreed with you. Yeah, someone doesn't like you speaking, do you? I wasn't shuffling that hard, man. I wasn't shuffling that hard. Yeah. Oh, so you never wanted us to be seen as an inspiration. Oh, well. But at the same time, you will have never been able to traverse the path that we have, especially the ones that are doing it for their bloodline. I know the ones that came before. I can't really, excuse me, I can't really speak on what happened. So as long as they tried, that's all that matters. You know, I'm not going to judge them because you don't know whatever they had experienced, what situation they was encountering. Do you understand? So I'm not going to speak on that. But what I can say is the little bit of input that I did have is what's carried me here also. And it was little things that not even so much the parental figures, it was my grandmother. Yeah, my grandmother. I'm very grateful. Even though she was rough, she was tough. There was nothing. How she showed care is not how I would have uh, looked at it. If that makes any sense, how she showed protection is not where I would have done it. If that makes any sense, but in the same sense, I also understand that they had it hard in their time. She just a part of her own upbringing, which I was never. I was told a little bit, but she never really spoke about things like that. If that makes any sense. So I do believe it. It must have been brutal, you know, and I do feel bad for that. But there's not really much I can do about it. Do you know what I mean? Other than to honor her the way I try to honor her. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know she's watching over me. I know she protects me. Yeah, she don't play about me. I think she did it to kind of toughen me up. Does that make any sense? That was her way of trying to, how can I say? Yeah. So what you are doing is you're reminiscing about shit you've endured, shit you've been through, and come out the other side, shit you never thought. Listen, there were times when I didn't think I was gonna make it. Like what? But then I always knew, like, if the creator decided that this was my time, then that's what it is. Do you understand? You know, you just accept it. But for my nan, yeah, I'm just glad because I think about it now. I think about all the things that she used to instill in me. But it was a bit harsh. It was a bit, I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit harsh. It was very, very brutal. Even until like, the crows outside, even until like she got older, she stayed the same. Like she didn't soften or none of she wasn't listen, there was nothing soft about my grandmother. Me being sensitive, I used to get offended, like, why are you being so nasty? Like, why are you being so harsh? Like her tone was brutal. I'm saying, but I get it now. I get it now. Do you understand me? It's like she was trying to prepare me for what I would be up against. And I respect her for that. I may not respect the way she did it, but it is what it is, isn't it? Do you understand? So I'm glad. So yeah, a lot of you can reminisce now. I know that you made it out. I'm glad you made it out. So connected. Yeah. This is what you do. You unite people. You bring unity. That's your frequency. You have the frequency of unity. But at the same time, don't get me wrong. It pulls the right people to you, but at the same time, it attracts the wrong people. Do you understand? And that's where discernment comes in. And let me tell you, sometimes I think to myself, yeah, my throat can be lethal. My tongue can be lethal, I'll be honest with you. But I'm mindful. Hear that? What was that? I just heard a boop, boop, confirmation. Don't get me wrong, that person is still there. I just choose how I express it. If that makes any sense. I don't let it get to a point where it's erratic or unhinged. But people like to pull that out of you. People like to pull that out of you. I just have to just take a seat. I even had someone on my shit last night trying to pull that shit out of me. And I was like, you need to go and take a seat. Like, save this energy for your life. You understand me? Save this energy for becoming who the creator created you to be. But then you all want to gang up and come against me. Like, am I supposed to be scared? Make it make sense. I don't fear nothing or nobody. You understand? Nothing or nobody. To the amount of shit I'm about to go through, nah. It is what it is. And so you think that, oh, if they start to like threaten you with violence, you're supposed to be scared? Fuck no. Put your hand on me. Other than that, you can say all the shit you want. Shit talking don't do nothing for me. It doesn't float my boat. You understand? Shit talking doesn't float my boat. Oh. Yeah, I would say collectively no, where not to pour your cups. Let me just say that. You can't pour your cups in shit that in energies that's not going to reciprocate it or pour back into you. Again, it's you have to learn the hard way. Sometimes you have to learn the hard way. If it's not reciprocal, what's the point? Don't go on elaborated false promises or nicely dressed up false promises. You know that's some bullshit. We all know that's some bullshit. Especially people that ask you to borrow money knowing forward they got no intention of paying it back. That's another one. Because I'm like, I said to someone the other day, I said, if I had every pound that was borrowed from me given back to me, yo, I'd have a small fortune, you know. So I don't lend people money. If you can't live within your means, why the hell am I lending you money when I don't borrow money from people? Do you understand? I don't borrow money from people. And I hate what I see a lot now is people have more than the means, but they spend it recklessly. And I'm thinking to myself, hold on a minute. How can you be so reckless, but yet you're relying on being able to borrow from other people? That confuses me. That doesn't make sense to me. Do you understand? Maybe if you cut back and stop being so frivolous, you would have more. Do you understand? And that gets me angry because I think to myself, it's only people that have it too easy that are ungrateful. I guarantee you, anybody that has to be resourceful or even save for shit they need to get, especially if it's an essential item, something that they need, yeah, you're more appreciative of it. When you get it too easy, you don't appreciate shit because you think it's always going to be there. You think you're always going to have that backup. No. That's what you're not realizing. But these people are going to find out the hard way. They already are. Do you understand? They're finding out the hard way. This is why now you're going to resort to dirty means to obtain shit. Yeah. You're a very creative flow. Always come up with like new ideas, new possibilities. Some of it was just like back to back to back to back. It's like you're playing catch up. This is why you always have to have like a pad and some paper with you to write shit down. If you don't, by the time you don't write that down, you're either going to get sidetracked, forget about it, or something else is going to come through. That's how that shit works. You got to jump on it when it comes. If that makes any sense. So yeah, now you know how not to give to the wrong people, share with the wrong people, knowing that it's not going to be given back to you. So it's kind of like, you could say it's tough love. I would say tough love from afar. These are not that kind of people you really want around you anyway. But we do know that they're watching on the grime, like you do. Do you understand? We know you're watching. We know you're watching. Yeah, what was I just saying? What was I just saying? What was I just saying? Can you see what that says? Creativity, new ideas. You give people, and the thing about it, it's not just about you having new ideas. You give people ideas. That's another gift you have as well. Shit. This is another sign. 444. This is another sign. You actually give people new ideas in a sense of. I know this was a gift that I had. It was really, really weird. It's like everybody that I've encountered, and they want to add more to their belt, kind of thing. It's like intuitively, like I get downloads where I get ideas for these people, and then I'll share it or I give them another aspect to look at. Do you know what I mean? Something that can be like a beneficial add-on to what they already have existingly. If that makes any sense. That does make sense, doesn't it? Yeah. And I'm open. That's up to me. It's up to you. If you don't choose not to utilize it, that's on you. 'Cause if you don't utilize it, someone else that's gonna hear that idea, they're gonna take it. That's how that shit goes. If you don't utilize the information there and then, someone else will. And you can't complain. Do you know what I mean? This is where you can't take you can't hold back on acting. I've made that error quite a few times. Like ifs and maybes. But like I said, that's because I was around the wrong individuals still. So yeah, let me see if I can yeah. You embrace harmony. No, do you know what it is? You have the frequency of harmony. And that's not an easy frequency to even be on. A lot of people fake that frequency. You know? You can only wear that mask for so long. But when that's naturally your essence, it's a whole new ballgame. Yeah. So you just, yeah, look at that. What motivates you is your inner knowledge. I like that one. One just fell on the floor as well, man. Oh my God. Yeah. I like this. You handled your responsibilities very well. That's good. You handle your responsibilities very well. I don't say it's easy. I'm gonna say you might make it look easy, but at the same time, it's like you inspire people to come to the realization that anything's possible. Do you understand me? You're not your immediate environment. Whatever you is going on in your immediate environment does not define you. Do you understand? So yeah. And for me, had it not been for certain things and the creator itself, I wouldn't be here. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be here. Because I tried not to be here, not gonna lie. I did. I tried not to be here a few times. That was stupid, yeah, I understand. But because of that did a lot of damage, you know? Um that I healed from, so it was good. I had to heal from a lot of organ damage is what I did. I won't say what it is because I know what you people are like. You're trying, you then go right back to your little, what do you call it, your little cauldron, and then try and send Sparrow to make me go back to that place in time. No, boo, it's not gonna work. But anyway, yeah, and I had to heal that. That took a while, but I was guided, so I didn't have any fear. That made any sense. So I was able to come off every single medication one after the other. But the minute you have doubt, you know what doubt does? It gives you anxiety. It gives you back all your gut problems, your digestion. I don't have those issues no more. Do you understand? I don't have to take medication just to be able to get out of the bed. I don't wake up with my intestines all like twisted and knotted up. That was my life. That was not an existence that I would like to go back to. I refuse to go back to that kind of existence. And again, these same medications, it keeps you mentally entrapped. It blocks all your receptors. That makes sense because your main focus is getting through the day. You can't see anything outside of that. Do you understand? So then you become reliant on these pharmaceuticals. Yeah, I had a big bag of that shit. No. So I ain't going about that. Nah. So yeah, that was me. So then we got any questions? I know I'm safe. I trust in the divine with every breath that's come out of my system, let me say. Because I had pneumonia one time, and I think it was spell work. I ate from somebody I shouldn't have eaten from. Now I know. And within 24 hours, I was sick. But then I know how to heal myself, so it wasn't getting any better. And I'm thinking, I was like, what's going on? Now I'm understanding I had to pass through, but that wasn't the point. But then it turned into like a respiratory issue to the point of I couldn't breathe. Literally, I couldn't catch my breath. I couldn't speak like this. I could only say like one word every few seconds. It took me about 5 seconds to catch my breath to say one word. Yeah, it was bad. And I really thought I was going to die. I really did. And what I'm thinking to myself is, if I did die, how are they going to find me? How am I going to look when it was horrible. So I just prayed. I just prayed the whole night. I couldn't move. I'll be honest with you, yeah? I couldn't get up and go to the toilet. I couldn't do that. I literally had to crawl to the kitchen, get a pot, and I had to pee in the bin because I couldn't make it to the bathroom. I had to literally pee in the bin. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. I couldn't sleep. That's how bad that pain was. And now I understand why pneumonia kills people. Because you feel like you're going to die. You understand? I wasn't going to hospital. I know I know what they had planned. I'm not stupid because I've had experiences that I've not spoken on. And when I do speak on them, they block my lives or they restrict it or they take down my content. Because it's what they don't want people to know. Do you understand? Hospitals are still a form of cult. Do you understand? Because they take things from people to harvest. That's what they do. Do you understand? And they were trying to take me out. Honestly. I can go into a whole TikTok story about those experiences. And one time they actually tried to, for some reason, what they did whilst I was asleep. Imagine, whilst I was asleep, where I was sick for so long, they gave me morphine and that completely knocked me out. Like I was out of it. Do you understand? And imagine you're in a room with other people. I remember they put on some work with some old people that was on respirators. I think to myself, like, am I really dying? Like, why am I here? And I'm not this. It doesn't add up. And so when they gave me the morphine, I kid you not, I've gone from being in a room with all these different old people on respirators, man, to now waking up in a room that's no bigger than like a cupboard. And I'm confused thinking, huh? How did I get here? Because I don't remember shit. Do you understand me? Because whatever they put in that shit, not good. Not good. I didn't feel when they rolled the bed out or none of that shit. I was more waking up, going to sleep in one place, waking up somewhere else. That shit's not good. So it triggered trauma response. Because I remember being a child and being how can I say, trafficked as a child and being passed from pillar to post and waking up or going to sleep in one property and waking up somewhere else. That's very confusing. That would trigger anybody. So I wanted to leave. I said, I'm not staying there. Something in my gut told me to get out. Chat, why is it when I got up here? Imagine I'm in a ward where you can go to the bathroom. If I want to go and vape, I can go outside to vape. I can go to the vending machine. Hold on. So then you move me to somewhere where I'm locked behind the door and there's a goddamn security guard minding the door. What are we doing? Oh no. I wasn't having that. Do you understand me? There wasn't even any toilets back there. This room was so small, literally, all it had was the bed, one chair. Listen, I didn't even have a window. So I'm thinking to myself, ultimate, do these people rather just put me in a broom cupboard? Like out of sight, out of mind. I'm telling you, these people are looking to take me out. Hell no. I'm getting out of here. So I had to actually lie and make out like I need to go to the toilet. I kid you not. I'd understand if they were trying to act like, oh, you've got like some type of virus that's contagious. But I'm in a room full of other people. Hello? You've taken blood, you've taken urine, you've taken more blood. Now I know what you motherfuckers are doing with my blood. Now I know what you do with my blood. You tramps. You're thieves about, oh, we lost your vows. You're a liar. You wanted as much blood as you could from me, and then you want to weaponize my own blood against me, you dickheads. You think people are stupid. This is what you do to black people. We know this. You understand? Certain bloodlines, we know this. So anyway, I had to get out of there. And I'm just asking God, please, like, please don't let it end like this. Please, I got things to do. I got people to see. Like, I got a life to live. Like, no. I don't know if the security guard was dopey or what, but he opened the door and he's like, oh, like, I may have to escort you to the toilet. And I'm thinking, you what? What do you mean escort me to the toilet? I got on 2 goddamn aprons. I ain't got no clothes. You only put them apron things on you. I had on 2. Kind of like, why is my back open? I don't like that. So I put on 2. Do you understand? And this man's like, oh, I may have to escort you to the bathroom. So I'm acting like I can't walk. Yeah, and he's like, oh, wait there a minute. And he's gone to the bedroom. I was gone. I was waiting for nobody. I get to the door, yeah. So when I get to the door, yeah, tell me why the door was locked. I said, you better let me out. I said, what reason do you have to have me locked in a room with a security guard? Tell me what's really going on. And they're trying to be like, oh, what does it say? They're trying to act like I'm crazy. No, you people are taking the piss. How have you taken me from one ward to some isolated room with no goddamn window? Do you know what it felt like? I swear to you, it just felt like doom and gloom. You could call it the death chamber. That's what it felt like. It was dark, it was gloom, it was horrible. I sensed some heaviness. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I ain't doing this. So I'm telling these people, you better let me out. So now I'm getting on my phone and I'm calling people. Because I started calling people. They didn't like that. They couldn't explain to me, why have you moved me to this section? For what reason? They couldn't give me an answer. They're like, oh, if you just go back in and wait for the doctor to do his rounds. What rounds? I wait for nothing. You understand me? I'm using my free will to leave. If there's no actual medical reason for why I should still be here, I'm going. So let me out. And I did get mad. I did not get mad. I was like very assertive with my voice. Like, listen, when these people say that you're shouting, no. That's you asserting yourself. Let me tell you, if I was to shout, these things would have flew out a long time ago. People that know me know when I'm ready to shout, you'll hear me at the end of the street. You'll hear me in the next block. Do you understand me? They wasn't letting me out. So you cannot, it's literally like they're trying to take away my free will, basically. And I wasn't having it. If I can articulate myself and talk to you on a level, but you can't explain to me why you got me locked up and cordoned like this. No, we're not doing this. And I knew they was up to no good. Because there's other things that they did before that I caught, and they couldn't answer it, and that led up to me, I'm not staying there. And it's funny how after this has happened, people are exposing shit like this going on in hospitals all over. Do you understand? I witnessed, so you ain't telling me shit. I know exactly what people was up to. So yeah, they had to let me out, yeah. Yeah, they had to let me out. And then to come out and see someone, come out into the first section, the ward, it was weird. It was literally like this place was like in the basement. I had to go up a couple of floors. I was confused. Like, where did you do that at? I bet I wasn't part of like the design. It was like a little section it had for the little demonic agenda. That's what I'm sensing. I really okay. I'm just gonna say it like it is. Do you understand? Yeah, that's why I left. I got it in the end. And as I come up to the next floor, I think I came up. Yeah, I think it's like the morgue. Then there's like another floor, and then even like the ward for like people with like mental health issues. I came up onto that level because I don't know what floor I was on. I'm just trying to get out. And I remember I saw a girl that I knew, and I'm thinking, what are you doing in there? Imagine when you see the mental health ward in the hospital, yeah, it's the same thing. You're locked behind the door. But I've come to the door and she's asked me to open up and let her out. I'm cool. I'm not gonna say her name because I grew up with her and I know she has issues, but she's not a threat. Do you understand? In that sense. And I didn't know what he was doing to her, but she was terrified. And she's begging me to let her out. And I almost did. Do you know what I mean? I almost did. And then I thought to myself, if she's down on a hold, do you know they can do this thing where they can put like a 28-day hold on you? I wasn't sure if it was that. So if it is that, does it mean I'm breaking the law? That's what I think. It doesn't mean I'm breaking the law, but I get arrested. I just want to leave. Do you know? So I don't want to get into any more shit than need be. So I said I want to go. And yeah, I was in two minds. But the thing was, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I seen her a couple weeks after that, and she said it was fine. She did need the help, but she just didn't want the help. She did need the help, but she just didn't want it. That's what that was. So I'm kind of glad I wetted my gut and I didn't open the door. But I almost did, because the look on her face, it didn't set well on my conscience, knowing that I didn't have a clue what was going to happen to her. But because I seen her, I know that if anything did happen to her, I would get answers. Or I knew I can go to her family and be like, this is what I observed. Do you understand? And I took the nurse's name. That was dealing with her as well, just to make sure. But yeah, she came out after that. But yeah, it's because they wanted to put on a 28-day hold and she didn't want it. I don't blame her. Not my basis. Because yeah, she smokes weed. You can't smoke weed in there. Yeah. And that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to go home to smoke her weed. Yeah, someone's anxious about some type of judgment. Never mind. Yeah, I can laugh at it now, but at the time it wasn't funny. Now, you know, in your brain's yeah, because you know what, your brain's a bit wicked, and your brain likes to play tricks, and your brain's telling you like, this is it. This is it. Oh, and I remember I just started praying, please, get me out of here. Get me out of here. I can use something from the yeah, this is why a lot of people are doing these things. These people that don't get to be on the road. Oh, these people like that get their money off the road. So these are like street people. Or like people that like to be in the streets. What are some of these crimes that people are trying to hide? Or have been hiding? Oh. Celebrity in the reverse. So these are like are these scammers that believe that they have like some type of celebrity status that stay in like hotels or motels? Or they scam their way into hotels or motels? Why is it in the reverse? Have they been thrown out? Has their cover been blown? Have they not paid for their room? Oh, so you got some hotel to hotel. Or these are people that stay on the move. Yeah, shit's dried out for these people. Shit has dried out for these people. They feel desolate. It's literally like all housebreaking news for whoever these individuals are. All housebreaking news, good, bad, and different. Some you know, some you don't. Maybe over the fact that you tried to cause some type of accident to a child. We got child. Yeah, I told you. Woo! Your neighbors are involved. So someone tried to put a hit out on somebody, or they've been trying to take you out since you was a child. You sickos! You been trying to take out people since they was a child, yeah? Mm-hmm. Is it like a thing where the neighborhood's involved, or they follow you from neighborhood to neighborhood? So if you move somewhere else, these people follow you. These are people that are into organized crime. Of course, corruption, government, police. Yeah, but this is something that they've been doing since you was a child. We're trying to cause you death. So that reminds me of like a hitman. This is someone that's done this before. Clearly, because it says serial killer on the card. So maybe this is someone from this group, possibly. You've been a target since you was a child. This explains why you probably never felt settled anywhere. Or anywhere you've moved to, you never felt settled for too long, is what I'm gathering. Yeah. They either send people to the neighborhood or they leave people in the neighborhood. Oh, to assassinate you. We ain't going nowhere. That ain't scare us neither. You understand? Yeah. Again, this could be your own family that tries to block your roads. Or block your road to healing. Yeah, it's either they try to block your road to healing, or it was your own family that have been putting out some type of narrative that you've got some type of sickness. That's a bit weird, but that's really stupid because that can be verified very easily, in fact. This could be someone that lives on like a coastal area, or maybe you used to live on like a coastal area, or maybe you need to go to like a coastal area. Madness. Yeah, these are people that are very perverse. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. Ooh. Is there about to be some type of justice for some type of homicide, or maybe this is like an attempt on your life? That there's been some type of realization. How that card flipped backwards? Oh shit! Whatever it is, collective is no longer hidden. Oh, told you this is getting juicy. The secret's out. Oh no! Oh no! The secret's out. The secret is out. For some of you, they may even try to involve you in some way, shape, or form, or set you up for something that had nothing to do with you. That's how these people are. They're weird, isn't it? Yeah. These are people that have been surveilling you. Or they're being surveilled. I told you. I told you. Making sense now? Yeah. You don't know, innit? Yeah. They're mad because you use your intuition. Go on, collective. Are you that? Go collective. It's your birthday. You're gonna party like it's your birthday. You're gonna sip a party like it's your birthday. No, these two cards come out in reverse. Ooh. Something that was deemed missing has been found. Someone may have been in some type of perverse affair. That's come out, or some information about some type of perversion in an affair, or an affair or perversion, however you can put it. Some type of missing documents is what I'm getting, or documents maybe that someone didn't receive. Yeah, that's come out, and the fact that a life is in the upright. Did these people try to make paperwork and act as though somebody was dead and they wasn't? Oh, that was very stupid. And then you've plotted and planned some type of hit. Because maybe you can't validate, or you've been caught out on your lies. Whichever one it is, because, yeah. You're trying to pull some type of homicide now. Maybe now that this fake death or plotted death has been exposed. You people are tapped. All the way tapped. Yeah, this is... These stupid couples. These couples with no love. If you really had love, you would not be engaged in this type of shit. Let's be for real. Or maybe this is a hit couple that they get paid to do this. Yeah, vengeance isn't yours, boo boo. Vengeance is the creator's. And I ain't gonna change anytime soon. This either could be something to do with the home, or something that was planned in the home, or something you want to do to your home. So, if you get like any funny inklings or something don't feel right, don't ignore it. These people it's like they want to catch you slipping. Where they do that? Yeah, crime of passion. So they're coming out of their ego. Is it because the truth you've been... Yeah, I told you, look at that life insurance. Maybe they stole a life insurance policy, or they put a life insurance policy on your head. And trying to force me like a natural disaster to take you out. And listen to hear the birds squawking in the background. Yes, yes. Yeah, this is this lovely organized crime syndicate. Oh, these people are just so deplorable. Make sure there's no more cards before I get up. Choo choo choo. Oh. So, what's the tea? Oh, damn. What is the tea, spirit? All is well for you, collective. Don't worry about it. These are people that now need to watch their backs. Same thing, innit? People trying to get clout from other people. But that's the kind of society we live in, isn't it? Just like why isn't you people trying to like drag this narrative? Hold on. So I'm like, what you did is because you dust it off, these people are angry. It is the people that ain't shit, but are in your comment section. It's like what I experienced on here this morning. Some clout hungry fool. Some fool, imagine. You know what you say, innit? And the mad thing is, yeah, how are you trying to message me from a conversation I had privately with somebody else? What are we doing here? And then you make the mistake of trying to twist something that I said that is factual and can be proven. Okay? On a fake account, man. On them spam accounts. Pathetic. Call it what you want. Who cares? Take a screenshot. Take a video. I don't give a damn. Understand? Facts is facts. These people are just mad. Yeah, these people that just like to start drama. So they like to twist truths to cause arguments to get you to go back and forth with them. We ain't doing that. Go back and forth with yourself, bitches. And I mean that for both sexes, men or women, bitches. Yeah, because we're too busy women. These are you fake ass people washing sheep's clothing. The same ones on here on these fake accounts, these spam accounts. Trying to cause drama. What they like to do is they like to try and get into some type of argument so that they can attach something to you. I mean, if you've been trying this long and it hasn't worked, what makes you really believe delusionally that it's going to work now? It's not. It's not. And nobody gives a fuck, to be quite honest with you. But yeah. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. These people are just mad. Yeah, a bunch of karmic friends. Oh. They like to compete with other people. How about you compete with being a better version of your demonic selves than you was before? Start there. Or not. What you're not going to do is interrupt the collective. Can we be chilling? All we need to do is just shut you down and keep it moving. It's like you think you can like rattle us. We don't care enough about you for you to rattle us. Make it make sense. You don't care enough about you for you to rattle us. Especially when you're coming on other people's platforms to do this. It's like it's borderline stalking and harassment. That's what it is. Which is prosecution, by the way. I don't know. The minute I said that, they shut up quick. So it's considering like you people think you're so gangster. At the same time, you're very cowardly. From my observations, you're very cowardly. So yeah, that's it and that's all. I'm gonna go and have some breakfast, something